Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to a replay sent in by TheLoneWolf122. Wait, I got it wrong. LoneWolf112. What? Nope, yep, I got it right the first time. 122. Okay, I swear I'm not dyslexic. What happened to you, buddy? Did you, were you not looking at that train car? I'm just trying to get some cinematic footage of your tank here. So he is in the Stug, and this is the Stug that gets the 75mm longer gun, and it's a very good cannon. It's got in the area of 140mm effective penetration, so that can be rather handy. However, he's going to be facing some vehicles that are difficult for him to face, and let's get straight into talking about the Stug. It has good mobility for its battle rating, a very low profile, which is, I think, its key advantage, and this variant has a very reliable gun. If you are up against things that are at your tier, you can penetrate them fairly reliably, and if they're a little bit above you, you can still get them by aiming at weak spots. This is what I would classify as an ambush tank. So what I would have done here, and this is just me, is hung around at that corner of A until the battle progressed a little bit, and then maybe peek out. Also, this might not be the best place for a Stug to be. He's very open. You can see he's got the entire spawn point of the enemy team able to focus on him, and one of my principles when I'm tanking is only let yourself get targeted by one enemy at a time, preferably somebody that doesn't know you're there, and that works out very well for the Stug. And you're seeing that the odd armor profile of this vehicle is able to bounce quite a few shots under the right circumstances. There's two flat plates on the Stug that tend to be where it gets penetrated, but this one actually has add-on armor covering one of those flat portions, giving you quite a bit more survivability. But this is not a vehicle that was intended to take hits in sustained gunfire. This is an ambush vehicle, and it performs very well in that role. If you want to get kills with the Stug, think sneaky. Either flank or get some bushes and paste them onto that chassis, and use low hills as cover, peek over and shoot at enemies when they're not looking at you. That's a fairly good strategy in this tank, and I don't fault anyone for using that strategy, because in the end, all it takes is one hit. But this video is not about the Stug. Our boy Lone Wolf got enough points to respawn in the He219, a fantastic heavy fighter that is designed to be a high altitude interceptor / night fighter, but also performs fairly well in the role. And look at the view. Just the cockpit's not all that impressive, but it performs fairly well in the role of ground attacker. Why? It has 6 cannons mounted, 2 close in the wings and 4 under the belly, and 2 of those cannons are the high velocity 30mm guns that Germany is famous for. They have a great fire rate, good armor penetrating qualities, especially at this tier, and when coupled with the high speed powerhouse that is the 219, they can do some serious damage on the battlefield. And already Lone Wolf has picked up a kill and managed to turn the tide of the battle going on for the enemy capture point. This is battle, so capturing that point will achieve victory for his team. It's wise of him to focus on that area where enemy tanks are exposed, crossing that what would you call that, a shallow river, I guess, the trench, and here again dropping down, taking down a very valuable target. I love just annihilating M18s in the Eagle Owl. This thing is very pleasurable to fly when the skies are clear, but almost any enemy fighter can get on your tail and absolutely make you pay for being a heavy boy. So we'll see if that's the fate of our boy Lone Wolf here. He's already picked up 3 kills, which is just fantastic. He's being targeted by a 40mm anti-air gun, that twinned 40mm that the Americans have. That thing can be very deadly. One good hit and it's good night, sweet prince for you. It really is a skill-based AA. And then, oh, speaking of skill-based, that enemy fighter made the one mistake, and there you see that 40mm anti-air go to work. Right? The replay system, ladies and gentlemen, and there's our boy on the ground. So to rewind just a bit, that enemy fighter did the one thing you don't want to do against the Heinkel 219, and that's go head on. He could have attacked from above, he could have pulled up and looped around and been on his tail, and Lone Wolf could have done absolutely nothing to defend himself. Only thing you can do then is try and get him to overshoot, and then you're out of energy. But that wasn't what happened. He done messed up. So he tore off his wing, and you saw what happened. In fact, it happened like 2 minutes ago, so you're just catching up to me now. And speaking of catching up, Lone Wolf has a backup for the Heinkel 219, and this is the best time to use a backup. He's already been able to make a big difference for his team, and now the ground battle is fierce over the A point. That will be the end of all things for the American team if that point gets lost. And very bold move here. He goes for the revenge kill on that AA that took him down before. And the problem with engaging an anti-aircraft vehicle is you're always in a head-on. And you know what? No matter what you're flying, AA usually has more armor than you do. But does the Heinkel 219 care? Not today. He can take quite a bit of hits, and here's an enemy fighter who just waits till the last second to maneuver. Okay. We'll take it. And then another one goes for the head-on. Foolish little man. You have paid the price. So he gets shredded to pieces by the Heinkel 219. Surprising. Well, I'd say surprising no one. But you know what? You still see him. Guys, all you gotta do, snap roll to one direction, right or left, I don't care. Hold that roll button and hold the rudder in the same direction of your roll. That's called a snap roll. And then hit your elevator and zoom on out of its guns. The Heinkel 219 is pretty nimble for a heavy fighter, but it can't follow you in those kinds of maneuvers if you are a fighter. but again, I'm either preaching to the choir or talking to a dead man. And Lone Wolf here picks up another kill, finishes off that AA that caused him trouble in the past, and now, well, it looks like the battle on the ground is being won. And I'm watching Lone Wolf here, I'm like, buddy, what you doing? What are you doing? You can't pull those kinds of maneuvers when you're damaged like that. What are you doing, man? And you know what? You know what he was doing? He was winning the match. Anyway, guys, that was TheLoneWolf122 with a nice match in the Eagle Owl. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, and send in your replays. toshiothunder@gmail.com. I'll put you on the internet. Okay, bye-bye.